Well, putting the mics on here work?
Oh, that's a really good question. We'll find out. How about I do this?
Yeah, turn it
and see. Well, this is going to be a test for a moment as I create this character. Demon Hunter's always fun. Thank you, Twitch, for telling me that I'm live. Oh, it does pick it up? Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so Necromancer I don't think I've ever done successfully.
No, not through we've never done it successfully through these runs because the way that they have them set up are always weird.
Yeah.
Remember when I tried to play it last time, like, all it wanted to do was tank, I couldn't actually fight.
Right, right. I mean, I could do... Demon Hunter is so good.
Then stick with that. You know how to play it. You always
Yep. Might as well.
I want pets.
Except, but what should I name it?
Well, you don't like any of my names on Pokemon, so I should name your
I could name it Mommy Milkers. Ew. Ew. It's not okay. What's a good name? Anybody got an idea for a decent name? I could just do random name. We'll see what that comes up with, if it's anything good. Senna? I could do Senna. That's unique enough. Yeah, Senna it is. I heart you too. I still don't know who you are. I'm part of your name, and I have no idea who you are. But that's some real love right there. That's some compassion, if I've ever seen it.
I'm getting a little bit.
If I've ever...
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Do you want to press X to join?
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't give you that weird...
Okay, that should be fine.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was.
Do I want pets?
Why don't you be a wizard? You love the wizard. And
I
the
do.
pets are, overwhelming every time.
For you.
Yeah, it's too much to keep up with.
For you.
There's so much going on the screen.
Okay, fine. I'll be the wizard. For you.
Yeah, it's too much to... Alright. Genevieve? Ew.
Why? That sounds great.
It's so old. It's okay, my character ended up being named Senna.
I'm just gonna leave it. Maybe no matter.
Ugh. Ugh. Senna and Genevieve.
I could have named it some of my names. That
should we just go right to hard? Yeah, might as well. I mean, it's such...
Yeah.
So for anybody who hasn't seen Diablo 3, especially for the seasonal characters, the start of it is a little bit of a slow grind, because you have to just get through the story. The real game, or the real seasonal content doesn't really start until you've beaten the entire game the first time, you've gone through adventure mode, cleared a lot of the kind of conquests throughout the map, or not conquests, that's definitely the wrong thing. But I'll show you right when we actually get into the game. They'll have seasonal challenges, like part 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. As you complete those challenges, you'll unlock either exclusive or class-specific armor sets. You can unlock very specific pets or exclusive pets, certain cosmetic items that you can utilize later on. So a lot of the seasonal content is actually pretty good. That's something they've really ramped up over the years to give some distinctive replayability every few months, and a good way to kind of start fresh and experience the game again. So me and my wife have consistently played this game on any given season or at any given point. Just recently they announced that they're going to be doing whatchamacallit?
Diablo 2.
Diablo 2 remastered, which is going to be incredible. So we're very much looking forward to that. But really quick, to kind of showcase this, seasonal challenges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This being the penultimate, like, this takes a while to do. But the base, what do we need to do, is usually pretty straightforward. Just need to beat the game, defeat a Nephilim Rift, which is kind of like an end game objective, complete some bounties in adventure mode, socket 5 gems into your gear. Things that will happen just as you naturally play the game. Once that's completed, the season really opens up. So at the very least, during the beginnings of the game, it's just play the main game, which is a fantastic game. If anybody's has never played it, I highly suggest it. It's, I think at this point it's like $20 on PlayStation. I'm debating turning the camera off. Well, no, hang on.
No, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Can you deal with people for a second? Because like I can shift this to one of the corners,
Yeah.
no problem.
So for the most part, what we do is speed run through the first section of the game. If anybody wants to slow down, if anybody has questions throughout, please ask, because we've played it so many times, we don't actually have to pay attention to what we do. And we don't really listen to what they say, what they're talking about, because, again, we've played through it so many times. If you guys want us to slow down so you can read through as we go, we can definitely 100% do that. And or if you want to see any of the clips in between, let us know sooner rather than later, because, again, most of the time they're a little bit lengthy, so we just pile through them. We don't even watch them anymore. But if you're actually watching for the story, tell us so that we can let you guys watch that stuff. Other than that, like I said, we'll speed through so you guys can actually see the way that we level up, the actual fun part of the game.
So the basis of the beginnings of this game end up being that crazy stuff's going on in this town. It's like a D&D campaign. You have to figure out what's going on. Why are these zombies appearing in town? And it usually boils down to, or it always boils down to, some crazy witch is overtaking the area and causing up some mischief.
Sweet, no book.
Oh, I thought. Oh, you're right. The second book. Aha.
Books are important. They give you a ridiculous amount of experience, so that's always what we're going for. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You don't pay attention to the books. I do. Watch. There's another book in here. Watch our experience.
was profitable enough that we have come at last.
I mean, that's a little bit of a bump, but
No,
like,
they give you a
kill
lot of
10 enemies and you're going to get that same bump.
Lord of terror,
Books are everything.
quest corrupted mankind. This is where I
Books are
will
experience that you don't have to do
find the
anything
answers
with.
I seek.
Your butt's experience I don't have to do anything with.
What can I think?
They're attacking the barricade.
So as we level, we'll unlock more and more
There are more of them in the ruins.
actual abilities that we can do. So, does it not auto-equip in the
No.
early game?
No, we don't ever have an auto-equip.
So these will unlock naturally as we progress and level up. I would imagine that maybe by the time we finish today, depending on how long we go for, we'll probably end up here or here as far as skill unlock. Because we're already almost level 3, but it gets a little bit more experience each time to level up. But the abilities work very, what's the word I'm looking for? They like play off of each other. So you can have very distinctive builds, especially late game with distinctive set bonuses that will just blow normal gear out the water. That's very much the way they set up this Diablo to play. The previous entries in this series, Diablo 2 in specific, was very much just like pick whatever skill you want, go have fun with it, and
Build your tree however you want.
build your skill tree however you want. This gives you every skill. Nothing in particular is more useful than another, and then gear distinguishes those skills and abilities and makes some of them much stronger than others.
So what you see on the left part of the screen with the yellow and white writing, that is what we have to get through. Each section gives us what we're doing. That is how we run through the game. That's telling us what we need to do to get to the next section. Sometimes you need to do specific things. Like right now we have to kill 3 monsters.
Dear Christ, are you talking fast?
I always talk fast.
So right now we have to kill 3 wretched mothers, also known as my mother-in-law. So once we kill 3 of those, it'll update the quest log, give us a new skill, which is cool. Kill the wretched queen in the old ruins, which is going to be right up here.
And then it always has the yellow circle under it for what they want us to be attacking, so we know specifically which one it is.
Mm-hmm. So, like, as we get into this area, you can see on the mini-map down at the bottom of the screen, it kind of foolproofs it. And then you can see that kind of yellow indicator just telling us, like, exactly what we should be focusing on. Now, mind you, we did set this to hard because you can see how easily we're killing everything right now. Easy is easy. Just genuinely, it's not by any means, any stretch of the imagination, a difficult game early on, but it ramps up quick. So while it might only be set to hard right now and seem like it's still almost set to easy, very quickly will that not be a thing. You can kind of already see these like basic enemies aren't dying in like 1 or 2 hits anymore, and that continues throughout. So now 4 zombies around us, and we're actually having to like fight them a little bit. Although her freeze blast apparently is dealing with them pretty quickly. What does my square do?
That's your traps.
I'm going to take a quick peek at this. Caltrops, place. Oh, it just slows enemies. Okay. Well, yeah, it's always a trap, but like I can never remember what the first trap is. This particular boss will just very rapidly spawn a bunch of enemies if you don't kill her very quickly.
And she
with the wizard,
freezes, I'm pretty sure, as well.
With a wizard, it's kind of broken because you can just freeze her instantly and just not really have to deal with her. We look almost the same.
Well, you can never figure out. Well, I can never figure out what character I am anyway. So.
Close in on Tristram once again, but like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Oh, yeah, I went through it already.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my.
Oh, we unlocked apparently the second main attack.
Yeah.
Oh, and is that the big?
No, that's the orb.
Well, that's still cool. That like giant like spinny ball thing. It just annihilates people.
So I'm always a fan of electricity in this game.
Later on in her game, she can send out this like bolt or arc of electricity that becomes a walking skeleton.
My favorite. Well, no, not a skeleton. It's just a thing. It's just a thing.
It's still cool looking.
So another thing about this game, as opposed to 2, if you ever follow Diablo, most people are way more of a fan of 2. If you want to start for an easy game, if it's something that you want to play after you've seen, this one is the way to start before you play 2, so that you kind of understand the mechanics, but 2 does make it a little bit more difficult. Here you don't run out of stamina, you never run out of any ranged weapon. I thought we could right away. You never
apparently
run out
not.
of any ranged weapon. It's fairly easy to get away. You don't run out of any town portals. Those are all mechanics in Diablo 2 that you can mess up if you don't have enough of something, which is I would say a little bit more of an advanced player would enjoy if you ever played dungeon crawlers like this. That is one of the
2...
reasons we can't wait for it to come back.
2 was very much more of a true dungeon crawl experience, where you had item management, you had just inventory spacing, every potion took up space and you had to accommodate for that. Diablo 3 is as opposite that as possible. It's still a fantastic game. It's a lot of fun.
It's a good run through.
But you have unlimited potions. There's just a cooldown on them to prevent spamming it. You have, instead of just like a mana pool that you need to refill using potions and things like that, you have a resource that's regenerated anytime you do a basic attack. So if you notice the bars in the bottom right and left corner of the screen, you can see those resource pools going up and down. Using any of our bigger attacks takes more resource, and then using a basic attack on enemy refills said resource. Some characters have more than one resource pool, and that regenerates.
I'm pretty sure yours is the only one that has 2. I think everybody else has 1.
Yeah, okay, I think you're actually right. My character has 2. One is referred to as hatred, one is referred to as discipline. So I get pissed and do big things, or I get calm and I do very acrobatic things. Is realistically how that goes, yeah. And then during development of Diablo 3, they had an idea of like an ability that lets you get out of the way, which ended up being this little dodge roll that you can do in any direction, which is cool, but it doesn't work. It says innately it doesn't work, and even later on it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It does not actively dodge an attack as it is intended.
No, but you can move through enemies.
Correct. So instead of working the way it wanted to, which was have there be a distinctive dodge, get out of the way, and don't get hurt by this thing, that never worked the way they wanted to code it. All it did was basically turn you not invulnerable. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, you can move through objects. So, like, if there was a group of enemies in front of you that was, like, barring your way, you could just roll through them. As I like how I went to go showcase that, and it didn't work because of the way that they were positioned. But it gets you out of tight corners, which is very useful later on.
I left only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and...
More plot.
Oh, minions, stay back. Back.
So this man right here, Deckard Cain.
His known for every game.
He's been part of every game. I'm gonna get close to the camera for a second, but Diablo 2 was the game that... Whoa, I'm a lot closer than I wanted to be. Diablo 2 was the game that made me a gamer. And he had a quote, "Stay a while and listen," that I got tattooed because of how impactful this game was, or Diablo 2 was to me in defining myself as a gamer.
I will save you.
Back to your grave.
And this is actually the game that made me like games as well.
There you go. Right. So when me and her first met, and, you know, our relationship was blossoming. We were talking about gaming one day, and she mentioned that she plays Diablo, and we've been playing together ever since.
To hear that Leah is well. I fear the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps.
So, to this day, regardless of how many times I play through this game, I cannot figure out what Deckard Cain was doing down in that hole. He had no reason to be down there.
He doesn't tell you.
He's an old-ass man that's just hanging out in this deep hole surrounded by skeletons for no reason.
But you had to save him in 2 as well.
Right, and but in 2, he's at least like, oh, I was searching for blah, blah, blah. Like,
Well, no, he was in, oh god, what is the city called in 1?
the city? Chaldeum? No. Yes.
Yeah, because you had to go through the portal to get him from Chaldean. He was in whatever hanging or cage.
So they've been talking about for Diablo 2, the remaster. Like, did they add anything to it? And other than quality of life things, they said for the most part they're not touching it, but there will be a couple like additions. One of them being like, do you remember how like you would get a cool looking piece of armor in your inventory, but when you put it on your character, it looked like every other goddamn helmet? Like, they said it's going to be true. Like,
it's actually going to look like...
It's actually going to look like what the image shows.
That's good.
And then on top of that, they're adding in like actual like a stash, so you don't have to have like a mule character. Like I was one of those.
Where we actually have
we have like
space.
we actually have like a storage system and all of that.
Yeah, because didn't you have your one tiny chest and that's
you
all
had
that
one
had?
tiny chest, and then you basically had a bunch of alternative characters that you would literally they were only there for the purpose of holding other characters' gear. It was kind of a pain in the butt. I need to hold on to the bow.
Yeah, I should check mine too.
Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, that's you. Go for it. Javelin! Inevitably, like any main game, you have gear rating. So blue being a little bit better. After that, you have yellow. After that, you have orange. And then after that, you have green. And then the pinnacle is this like dark red that who knows if you'll ever see. It's not that, oh, we may never get far enough to get that gear. It's that the odds of it dropping are so low. It's almost upsetting that gear exists in this game. Check this out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Grab the other one. This is bad. Just rely on the wizard. The wizard will save the day. Come on, come on, come on. Why is this thing so strong? Come on. So even if Abigail was still here helping during that encounter, one of us would probably have still died in some capacity. Like I said, the game ramps up in difficulty pretty quick. Because this is now just like a basic enemy that is like refusing to die.
Accustomed to that.
As soon as this is all cleared out, I'll pull myself back to life. So another big difference between the previous games, you can just respawn. Like in combat, you can there's a little bit of a cooldown, but other than that, you can just straight up respawn after that cooldown, and that is extraordinarily. I don't know if it was just like a ease of access for like newer players, or like they wanted to just take some of that difficulty out. But dear God, that it almost makes some encounters laughable. Because it's like, okay, well, just one person stay alive, run away from the enemy, or the boss, or whoever. And there's no way to turn that off, outside of making a hardcore character, which is the polar opposite of that spectrum. It's one life. If you die once, your character is gone forever. And that's something we tried. It's one of the few trophies that I don't have in this game related to a hardcore character, because I get a little too attached to characters. Don't get me wrong, I like the idea of the one life, but not playing myself. I definitely died real hard.
Did I die?
No, because I grabbed you and kept you alive.
How does that feel?
Another really weird, dumb thing that this version of this game does, those yellow orbs that I just picked up, just straight up double your damage. And it's there are ways to get them to spawn consistently, so you always have them later on. But this game made it so there are moments where you need that damage output, and you have to rely on an item drop to hit it, which was pretty upsetting to a lot of people.
So this season, each season does something a little bit different. You see all the little guys following us every time we hit one of those pylons. For either the duration of your life or a minute long, you will get a second you, which most of the time is only a specific character-based skill.
There's goblins somewhere. And there should be spawning in pairs. So there's going to be a second treasure goblin. Oh, they were both here.
If my old masters could see me now.
Does it seem safe enough over here? Because that's probably a decent enough amount of gear that it could boost us a little bit. Well, there was some gold and things like that. Take a quick peekaroo. Especially in the early game, more often than not, you just look at, okay, which one gives you the better, skill? Or, the higher just stats overall. Later on, definitely not the same way. Because early game is just a number. It's a numbers game for the early game in this.
You have all of the things.
Oh, that was a pretty nice thing.
That's all I got. Oh, no, wait, no.
No.
I got pants, so.
Oh. Those are the best pants.
Well, there isn't a crown here.
Alright, so this isn't the one.
Best try another crypt.
I was trying to deal with the skeleton and I kept clicking on the thing. Diablo is definitely PC, or built PC first and console second. So
Go ahead, pull me.
all of this is designed innately around a PC experience. So when you see things like that, where it's like the X button is automatically directing to like interacting with an object, and you have an enemy. PC, you would just click it and then click on enemy where you wanted to attack and everything else.
Need more time.
But they did an incredible job porting this to console, making it so basically just the direction you're looking. If there's an enemy in front of you, you'll more or less auto-target or auto-aim towards that enemy. I know auto-aim is more often than not the bane of gamers' existence. Especially
or something like that.
right, but for a game like this, it is required. Oh, I got my tumble. So, going back to that, like, hatred versus discipline and all of that, one of the big abilities this character ends up having is an ability called Vault, which is this, that lets me just kind of roll around the screen. It is the single best movement ability in the game because of an upgrade you get for it later called Tumble that lets you use it a second time at no additional cost right after. By the time you get into the later parts of the game, your like mana pools are so big you don't really notice the loss, so you can get through an entire map with just a couple uses of the button. In addition, though, you can just go through enemies, so nothing can block your way. The only exception is like a doorway. You do have to like interact with doors to open them. One of the late game conquests for this season, I believe, is to speedrun the bosses, which we've done.
I should have gotten a different character.
It wasn't easy, but we did it.
We needed the chicken, man. I should have been the witch doctor. We needed the chicken.
And we'll deal with it when we get there.
Because I can't speedrun with this guy.
No, you have teleport, which is a very similar skill to Vault.
Yeah, but I only
And then-
teleport till the end of the... Oh. Dude, that 20 minutes, that's...
What?
That was a lifelong.
So the challenge that the game set up was to basically speed run. It was like a boss run or boss rush mode. You had to just in the main game go through and defeat every boss except for like 2.
It's only the expansion bosses, I think, that you didn't have to do.
Yeah, there was like 2 random bosses that they just excluded from that list. But you had to kill every one of them, not only get to them and kill them across every world and every map in under 20, I think it was 22 minutes total.
No, I think it was just 20.
Just 20 flat?
I think it was
brutal.
20. And then some of the bad guys have cutscenes that you cannot pass.
Yeah. So there's like unskippable cutscenes, there's the teleporting and loading and all of that.
No, the loading screens, remember we figured out loading screens do not count.
That's true. But it's still a pain. It's a pain.
I think the last time when we finally finished it, I think we had an extra 40-ish seconds left.
Yeah. Yeah, we did it with less than a minute remaining, and it was stressful. We were sweating.
Yeah, and then
some big sweats going.
Some of the late game bosses, there's 2 or 3 actual technical, like, pulling out the weapon.
Bosses?
No. The mazes you have to run through. Which
Oh.
Change. Oh, pull them out. Otherwise we're not going to be able to get the gear.
Yeah, the area that some of those later on bosses are in
are not mapped out, they change.
They're dynamic maps, so the way the map spawns each time is unique. So there's no way to memorize the path or anything. Like this map right here is a distinctive. It's going to be a straight shot all the way down. There's going to be a bridge we go across in a little bit. There will be a bunch of bars at the end, kind of like blocking a tunnel. Oh, right. Yeah. I think it's the next thing we go do, but like the maps in those areas it's the same. There's no uniqueness to them, just because they had to program the game that way.
Yeah, so getting the speed run through those takes time and luck.
Yeah. What we realized was starting with those tougher areas first was the way to go. And if you had a decent run, or if we had a decent run, then we would continue. If we messed up, or if we spent too long trying to find where those bosses were, we would just end the run there. Because it was that. I think it took us like 2 weeks. Like every few days, give it a couple shots, get frustrated, and they're just like, all right, let's move on. This is Hadric. Hadric is the blacksmith. He is very kind, very nice. He is the one that gives you the seasonal gifts. The blacksmith will become very useful later on via this training thing that we can do. So you'll probably notice that my wife will very consistently increase she'll train the blacksmith and waste all of her gold doing so.
Hey, don't matter. Then I'm done.
Yeah, we're just gonna go that route.
Come on. Okay, back to bed.
Paparu go potty?
No, just sit there. Okay, back to bed.
So the blacksmith, ultimately you end up with crafting materials, which you can see on the bottom left of the screen, that will allow you to craft these items. In order to craft higher level gear, you need to train him. In order to get a lot of those crafting materials outside of finding them in the real world, you can salvage your active equipment to get those. So more often than not, because this is a dungeon crawler, it's a loot-based game, so you get a ton of loot. Anytime we come back to town, we'll end up going to him, repairing our currently equipped gear, salvaging what's left, and then more often than not messing with our skills or anything else, and then going back out. So you're probably going to see her do that same thing. See what's better, what's worth equipping versus, just getting rid of. That was a better boot.
I know.
So then she'll probably go...
If I can hit the right buttons.
It's okay. Salvage everything and then repair what else she has. And then there you go. There is a visual aspect to it, which is kind of cool. You'll see this grow and grow and grow and get nicer looking every time we come over here.
More than words can say.
Yes, but then see, when it gets to have your blacksmith trained, mine's already done. And you gotta upgrade.
Yeah, but it takes me I hit a button a couple of times and it's done. But by the time we hit level 30, I end up doing it anyway because more often than not I can craft a full set of gold gear.
Well, it's already done.
For you?
Yeah.
So I just noticed that the throwing knife that I have, my ability, you can straight up just see a knife in their head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know, because you haven't gotten your teleport yet.
I never use the teleport.
Need more time.
What? Who is this man following us?
No. Our bestie.
There's a blue dude somewhere over here.
It's the
The bats.
yeah,
Oh no, he's attacking me.
Oh.
Still waiting.
I'm not quite certain what gear set the season will give me. Actually, I'm gonna, out of curiosity, look at that real quick. So Hadrig's Gift, Gears of Dreadlands. I honestly don't know what that set is.
I don't know.
And then for the Wizard, Typhon's Veil. Once again, don't know what that set is. They might have added in...
Mayor Sachs has come to join us. You couldn't see because you put the video in front of it. She said not to fight.
As soon as
with the vaulting.
Yeah, as soon as there's not enemies around us, I'm going to move the camera to the top left. Because that should allow us to see chat.
Need more time.
Oh, we're not going to be able to get this one.
My hatred is too low.
Not with that attitude, we won't.
Not early game. It's too hard to get these early game. We're not strong enough. Especially because we up the level.
Oh, right.
That's probably why. We're always like ridiculous and we can't do it. Oh yeah, we up the level.
We're at 40. Oh no, we're definitely not. I just saw the time we have left. Yeah, I have like no decent AoE attack right now.
If they get close enough to me, I can kill a few of them at once, but not enough.
Hey, you know how many we ended with?
69.
Nice. I'm gonna move the camera
You
to the
have
top
much
left.
better boots, right?
You have much better boots. Never mind. Move. That might be like a dead space for this game.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think what.
I don't think there's anything there.
Yeah. Because if that's the case, that's like the perfect spot for Diablo.
No, other than some enemies here and there, but
Still waiting.
Well, true.
it's not gonna make or break us.
If anybody notices anything odd with the audio, let me know. Because I'm literally using my controller for the audio. Shout out to the PlayStation 5 once again for having this built in. I figure as opposed to running or using the headset, this should allow for her audio to be picked up as well pretty easily.
You mean I figured it out?
Okay, you're smart. I'm not. I'm what people refer to as dumb.
Pretty!
Thanks, Mayor Socks. Oh, did you call me pretty?
Yes.
Aww.
You are pretty.
Thanks. I do wear fashionable boots quite often.
That's fine for you.
I don't own boots.
Well, not anymore.
I did. They're fashionable as hell.
Need more time.
You got a much nicer belt.
Yeah, I'll put it on. We're almost to the end.
Just rush past them.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a chest.
My side could prove helpful. Still waiting.
Alright, no, that's a lot of enemies. Like, we should probably kill them. We might be able to get a massacre bonus.
No, there's not enough.
You don't think so? Isn't it like 20 enemies?
Oh no, I guess it's 15.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So that, like, bar, the total experience you got for killing all of those will be multiplied by whatever that multiplier is. There's a couple areas later on in the game that you can get, like, the multiplier, or you can get the kill counts into the, like, thousands. It gets to be a lot.
Okay, what's on our highest is what? 700?
Yeah, we collectively have never been able to get into said thousands. We have to kill these guys.
I'm busy.
But it's absolutely possible.
You've seen people do it.
I know a guy. Can you chill? I'm literally. This is part of the.
No, find and kill Jordan. Or John Doerr.
John Doerr?
Yeah, it's his mortal enemy. Remember, it was his friend, and he gets evil.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
No, that's the way.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doubting you.
Let's see, right here. Because he's got to do his little magic trick.
Oh, right. Yeah, why does this spear dude able to, like, one-shot a bunch of, like, whatever? Is his name always John Doerr?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it Gavin?
No, maybe in a different game. You think they put an update just to change his name?
No, I swear his name was Gavin because I remember laughing about it because of Achievement Hunter. And I was like, why'd they put Gavin in this game?
No.
Or no, am I thinking of the... No. Do you remember where the, like, thief dude is later on that, like, goes to... We have to stand around while they're all talking and, like, the guys come running out of, like, the little huts? It's in...
Oh, yeah, with the snake people.
Yeah. Isn't that guy's name Gavin?
Potentially.
Look at the skeleton. Look at him. He's got a knife in his head.
No,
Or watch this one.
I destroy him.
Knife head.
Oh, yeah, I see.
like, yeah, they're all, you know, bone, but, like, still mean.
I feel like we're going the wrong way.
I feel like we're going the right way. There's goblins. Dibs on this one. Hit the goblin. Hit him.
It's not like all the other guys keep getting in the way.
I'm literally dealing with the same thing.
I need more discipline.
Why did the other ones die so quickly?
I don't know.
Not ready yet.
No, I'm gonna lose him. I can't see him on screen. You gotta move. Mine's gone. Mine's down.
Yeah, mine has not.
Still waiting.
I'm stuck. I'm trapped.
I think mine just teleported out. Yeah. Alright, so I lost mine.
Yeah, how did you get those other ones so fast? If you couldn't figure out?
Couldn't tell you. Like... Alright, did you grab all the gear that was up here?
I should have. Oh. Missed some crafting tools.
Where are all these enemies coming from?
Because we haven't even... Yeah, seems excessive.
Need more time. Your defenses are nothing.
Also, what is that enemy?
We see them all the time.
That tiny weird thing chasing you?
Yeah.
Look at him.
I know, you just killed a bunch of new. They're little goblins.
How have I never noticed
He
him?
wants to get your toes.
Oh,
You don't like that?
no.
I don't know. They thought it was delicious.
Don't get the away from my feet.
See, there they are again. They're only in this world, though.
They should be everywhere. They're really cute.
No, it's like in, again, back in Diablo 2 in the jungle world, those little guys. But those were so horrendous to kill.
Hey, we got bonus dudes. Also, apparently they have all of our skills.
Oh, do they? Oh,
Well,
I'm assuming the skills we've unlocked so far.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a passive unlocked.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. So I got chakram now. Smokescreen. Caltrops. Vault, and I'm just going to keep using Vault. If you want to go and do that, you're more than welcome to.
I don't want to see two people back to back go mess with their screens.
That's fair. That's fair.
And you like to be on your screen for 4 hours.
I will spend a lot of time in my menu.
No one wants to watch that.
It's all prep work.
No one wants to watch you spend
It's
half
all
hour in your menu.
prep. What is that globe?
That's my globe. It's a time sphere. It slows
Oh,
down
like
time inside
that's
of it.
yours or your
No,
like little clone thingies?
My clone guy is using it, but no, that's mine. Now push straight up.
Okay.
You just went the wrong way.
I really want to go down there, but
If we want to actually get
they
to
can
the
deal
game,
it.
It takes a little bit to get through, so.
Well, yeah.
And I feel like this world takes
An
fairly
excessive amount
longer.
of time for no reason.
Well, it's because
It's
we're
like
not
this.
strong yet.
It's also this one map. It just kind of sucks. It's so. There's so many layers to it. If you let me pull you, I can just rush through this.
I got it. We got speed bonus.
Need more time.
Look who's, falling behind now.
Oh, shut up.
What is this?
What?
All the enemies, I swear they put an update. Okay, now it's gotta be down this middle
that the
part.
high-level cleric of the
Yeah.
Zakarum named
Not
Akar
enough
began
discipline.
to sense the corruption
Still
that was
waiting.
eating away at the heart.
So this is the map that I was thinking of, by the way, earlier.
Yeah, okay, here, wait, because we're about to go to the Skeleton King.
So this is going to be a straight shot down. We'll go through a portal. We'll have to run around a little, like, blocked doorway thing. We'll end up with, like, 4 pillars in a room. We'll have to break those. Continue down, cross another bridge. Bunch of, like, crypts, and then go left, and then we'll enter a boss fight. And it's the same map every time. So for, like, a boss rush mode, we have a teleporter that's, like, bottom left of the screen. You can kind of still see it a little bit. You can just pop into there and just run straight through, ignore everything, and get straight to the boss.
You guys will collectively see the amount of times I mess up on this menu.
In standard Diablo, you have each skill tree, like you only have a couple options for any given one.
Of an order of crusades.
And then you can, customize it kind of from there. We have it set to something known as elective mode, where you can set any skill from any tree to any button. And we do that because of how much more you can do with your skills with that. I don't think there's a creature that spawns here, but I could be wrong.
No, you're not. This is where we go in to kill the Skeleton King.
Oh, you ran right past the pillar part.
Yeah. Yeah, the pillars didn't even start to glow before we were past that.
It's like a mini boss that we just ran past.
Health returns.
I'm gonna give it a shot before we end today. I don't think we're anywhere near close ending, but we'll take a look at doing this week's challenge rift, which is kind of amusing to do. It gives you a random character's random
Character
player's
and build.
character and their current skill tree, and has you complete their their highest rift that they've completed. And if you can do that, you unlock a good amount of gear and things like that for your character. This is not the right skill to have for this boss fight, and I don't think I can change it midway through.
Can't.
Like, I can deal with all the ads really easily, but like damaging him, not a whole lot happening.
Oh, it's fine. I'm stuck over here, so no. He's frozen for a second, so we have to
He's fine. He's just coming to hang out. They're like missing him. There we go.
For a later game when we can one-shot him.
Yeah.
Nice. So this is probably one of the hardest bosses in the game.
Just based on level and what
yeah.
you've unlocked so far.
Because he takes a long time.
Yeah.
But granted, we ran through this as well, so if we would have actually played the game, instead of speed running through to this point, we would probably be at closer to a level 20.
No, I wouldn't say we'd be that far. Maybe 16.
No, if you go through everything, we skip a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because there's multiple tombs that we don't go in. We don't run through any of the levels outside. We run through how many areas outside?
Has he ever pulled us down here?
No, I didn't even know that we were down there. But no, look, you can see that's the other side of the map where you can't go.
Yeah. Cool.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You doing okay over there?
No. Fine.
But you can see, like, there's a revive menu for her. Oh, okay, we got circle.
Yeah, I've had circle going. Ooh, he just hit circle and froze. So my circle is a protective ice shield. So it looks like if he hit it when my ice shield just started and he froze. I don't think I ever actually paid attention to the ice shield before.
This is one of the few guaranteed legendary drops that are in this game. We'll both have unlocked or received an item called Leoric's Crown.
The crater.
I think that only happens like one or two other areas of the game where it's like a guaranteed legendary drop. But we'll end up with probably the same helmet equipped for the next 2 worlds. Like,
no.
Until you find something better.
Well, and
for those who
the
are
first legendary of the game too that'll drop for you.
Yes. For those who are unaware, this man that we just found, his name is Tyrael.
This is what
As I will periodically refer to him as Tyrell, but they just make it out so it's like, oh, you don't know. It's very distinct who he is for anybody who's played into those previous games. So unless this is your first experience with Diablo, that is definitely not a spoiler.
Spellbook.
And he has him bump your damage a little more. Ooh, bump your everything more.
Okay.
There you go.
So what we're looking at are the green and red arrows. I don't know if you said that earlier. That's how we can tell if something is better than something else. And me and him are very much a aggressive player. So we go for the swords and the pluses at the end, give or take. And like I said, we're aggressive players, so we only go for the shield if it's an absolute 100% we need it. But again, like, we go for damage as opposed to hanging back. And
Yep.
we're both very much ranged players as well, so we try and stay as far away from enemies as we can. So again, like, we don't need as much
don't think we even have a gem to socket
No.
into that yet.
No, we don't need as much shielding as like a barbarian, a paladin would need because they are up close fighters every single time.
I like how it still shows that you should like be on that. At some point later on, you all will end up seeing us interacting with this lady. Full transmog in this game, which is really, really nice.
Which means you can make anything look like anything. As long as you've seen it in the wild at one point, you can make anything look prettier. He likes to do that for a long time, so if I can help it, nope, we're going to go through the long way. If I can help it, I will make sure that he does that off camera, because he can do it for 45 minutes.
I am too low on discipline.
No, we should be going that way.
What? This way?
Yes, I think this is the one that,
Oh, right.
yeah.
Where just teleporting directly to it is just significantly quicker.
Yes, because I think that's the one that's broken in the game. I think that's the only time where it shows too.
I'm glad that I have a number one fan. I didn't know how to react to that. I'm your number one fan. My brain went, I have a number one fan? If it turned out to be my mother, that would be insane.
I would love it. She would make Randy make her one.
Well, how do you think, like, she's using emotes and stuff?
It's easy.
Well, look, I'm sure it is.
Your mom uses emojis when she talks.
I don't know.
Superstitious farmers
I don't know.
from them for quite a while after the fall of Old Tristram.
So if people are unaware too, with this game, the dead center in the bottom is the map. That's what we're looking at 90% of the time, to show us where we're going. So you're looking for the little yellow on the map.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Periodically there will be a... Remember me when you have 100k viewers. I will. This is what I was talking about with the guys.
Oh yeah, no, but we got.
Right, I think the guy's name in there is Gavin.
I think it is.
I will
Oh, we have to search for
incorporate
that.
your name in some way to this stream one day when if I ever reach a point of popularity. Bro, there's a chest.
This is the one where we always have issues finding the gap.
And here is the leader of this.
Didn't I at some point look up where the hell it was because I was so annoyed by it?
No, you made me run around the entire map and didn't follow me, and it was in the last spot because you wouldn't pay attention to where I wanted to go.
So...
No, it's the one in the frost place is the one that you looked at because it doesn't spawn every time.
Oh, right. This is one of those, like, dynamic map. This location won't necessarily spawn in the same spot every time. This way. Well, there's the portal. This Khazra Den, it's like 2 levels. It's pretty quick to get through, but to find it is the difficult part. Because it'll be like a big loop up and then like a random like go down. And typically there's not a lot of enemies in here.
No, I think it's the end.
Do you remember when these things kept killing me?
Yeah, and you got angry and made me stop playing.
It was like every time I walked past any trap in the game, I was just like insta-dead. For no reason. Like they're not that strong. Why was I dying?
How do you not have rapid fire on?
Who are you? Very well.
Yeah, we know.
Let the games begin.
I can put it back on once I level up.
That's the way to go. That's probably why you killed the guys so fast before.
Oh.
Now give me the sword. Let's go home.
I need to go back.
No.
We are not detected.
Alright. So... because I wanted to unlock that. Where it actually, like, doesn't hurt. Or doesn't cost so much to use.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I got... oh, no, that's... I need to be really... no, that works.
Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay. Ah, yes. This is the good one.
And humans with fantastic powers.
Electricity.
Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle.
Electricity. There's a children's show that my kid is that goes apeshit for. One of the songs that this lady does and sings is all about electricity. But the tune of it is just electricity, and we'll just reference it every now and then. Ignore us.
Oh, I don't have enough money to train him.
Haha.
Okay,
That's what you get.
It's fine. He's already training more for me than he is for you. Which is she just? Oh no, yep, she's slow.
You and I aren't so different. I have great power within me too. The only difference is
I like you walking around with your book.
I'm reading my spells, man.
Troubling. It's only happened a few times in my life.
Work smarter, not harder.
I was in grave danger. Something
Gotta
rises
read,
up
man.
from deep
You
within.
please help. They're going to kill my friend.
Thieves are good.
What do they want with your friend?
There is so much dialogue here.
Sasha, but she
That
must
we
be
cannot
rid of
pass.
the thieves are after.
It's awful.
He's deserted you. Just
Early game, there's a lot of dialogue.
I'll never tell you.
Well, it's like watching a stage play. It sucks.
Not ready yet.
Oh,
You
he's
won't
off
get
on the
away
40
from us
thing.
this time.
Nigel Cutthroat.
He's pretty cutthroat, man.
He's gonna die.
Doesn't mean he's not cutthroat.
Thieves Guild assassin.
Oh, I'm hurting her.
Hurting who?
The girl. The cowering
Woman?
child. Yeah.
This isn't over. The rest
Look at
of
this
the
dude.
Thieves Guild
He was really helping, man. He made the killing blow. We all know.
Here's the rest.
You wish to join me?
Yes, yes.
Let us
You look like you know what I'm
You...
now.
I have to know who Gavin is now.
Oh, he wasn't in here?
No. That was Nigel.
Relic is a fake. Gods.
Diablo 3 Gavin.
You seem like you could use a helping
Oh.
hand.
Gavin the
Sure as
Thief.
hell don't want to stay around here.
So it must be later. So another thing about this game is, at least here, I don't know if it's the same in other
Oh.
ones.
He's the guy that coveted Shen, the gem, the like racist gem guy.
Oh, yeah. So the drops, the loot drops, are specific for people, for each one of us.
Each player.
Yes.
So
and we cannot-
different loot drops for each of us. Even though we both see it, can both interact with it, it will distinctly go to either one of our characters.
And we cannot trade. So later in game, when one of us are looking for a specific item and the other one gets it, we're a little crabby about it because we can't trade through each other, which is one of the things that I do not like at all.
No.
Because
Diablo 2 had full trading.
yes,
Diablo 4 will have full trading.
okay. Yeah, because when I used to play this with my little sister, when we used to play Diablo 2, it was, again, like D&D, you went for the gold, you went for the drops before you killed anything else. Because my little sister always liked to play thieves. So yeah, if I didn't get there first, I didn't get the stuff. So here, when we used to fight for stuff, we realized it didn't matter who picked up the items. So to me, it takes a little bit of some fun out of the game, because you can't try and get what you want first. It doesn't matter. Granted, for the most part, me and him would not fight over things if one of us needed something, but again, it's one of those, like, it takes some of the skill out of the game as well.
Done. I'm just seeing whether or not you watched me threatening you.
Oh no, I did. I ignored it.
Still waiting.
Little domestic violence joke, never hurt anybody.
Until the police see us. Then it goes you.
Need more time.
And I get all of your money.
February 25th, 2021, you were seen on stream.
Not ready yet.
Officer, it was a joke. I did it for the chuckles.
Alaric says that our people can survive the coming battle. I saw the truth in his eyes. Why did he order me to guard the beacon of honor?
Still
Those
waiting.
shambling things are slaughtering.
Oh, don't you have that, like, big wavy thing where
Yeah,
you just,
I've
like...
had that for a while. That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Was there a cooldown on it?
Now it is, yeah, because the specific one it is.
Oh, got it. You haven't unlocked the, like, no cooldown, you can use it forever thing.
No, that was the first one, but it still took mana.
Okay.
But it didn't, I think, I didn't read, this one freezes them, and I think the other one was just like a blast of energy, so it, like, kind of hurt them.
Got it.
Were given insight into the primal powers of Zakarum in a way no
My
paladin
character
ever
is a very elemental
This is over.
character,
I could open my own
so you'll see, as you can see, I have lightning,
life is for me.
freezing, I'll gain fire at some point, there's arcane power, which is essentially just energy, and then there's one more, what's the other one?
Need more arcane power.
That's 4, is that 5?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I have fire, electricity,
Goblins to the south.
like power,
Oh, it was 100% rapid fire. That's what killed them so
Yes.
quickly before.
I don't remember the other power sources I have. But either way, it's all elemental powers for the most part.
What makes Captain Planet? Heart. You're missing heart.
I'll eat the hearts of my enemies.
I got jacked and diddly from that. But you got nothing good from the...
I don't know, I haven't looked.
Oh, fair.
Remember, you consistently look. I'll look when I need to.
Need more time.
Where be gold, dude? There he is. That Phantom Knives ability is like...
You never use that, do you?
There's an item that gives you that effect, like every 15 seconds when you get hit. So I just equipped that.
Got it.
Because it's just, why not? Like a free fan of knives is a good fan of knives. Beacons placed on pedestals.
Yeah, I got it already. Oh, we got it. Yeah, what do you need, baby? We have to go back to the beginning. Because it opens up there. I'll be in there in a minute. Go lay down.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, Mama will come lay with you for a couple minutes, okay? Yeah. If she dies, she dies. No, God. Oh, God. She's not allowed to suffer. She's not allowed. That was a noise. I like how she doesn't have the ability to teleport, but her character just teleports. It's taunting her. And let's go across the path.
And defeat the Guardians.
I like how some of this game is like set up to be like, oh, you're gonna drop down this this rickety bridge. No, it's just all environmental effects. Like there's nothing that's gonna make you like fall off a path and like drop into like a new area. Like no like Dark Souls style environments, which is almost upsetting. Granted, in the new game, or in Diablo 4, they've showcased verticality and things like that, which will be really cool.
None may enter the inner eyes, my brothers. Rise and do battle.
So, these guys dropped very quickly because of the little like shadow clone looking dudes that we have, who have all of our abilities unlocked. Including like the very damaging, potent ones that we get late game. And that's part of this season. So like, I'm not touching a button, and that's happening right now.
What did she mean my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive?
There's a sword right here that I have to interact with, and I can't until she stops
distract
talking
you.
about the sword.
Don't listen to her.
This fight was too
There it is.
She's toying.
Worldstone has been changed.
Okay, cool.
And suffer short
Back to town.
The demon
This game is
Marissa
basically a
promised to restore
seriously
their power,
large amount
but
of fetch
instead
quests.
turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to...
Magda is close on our heels. We must find the last piece quickly.
I remember.
So now this next portion is going to have us go to this like super burning village. And I say like super burning, like it's literally just like a world of fire over there. It's kind of excessive. And it will, it's kill a couple people, run back, and then it's close to the end of the first area at that point. I guess I'll train them. Yeah, because one of the seasonal objectives will be to train him all the way up. But the gear in this game actually does look kind of cool. That crown, that headpiece that you see, is that legendary. So, like, the legendary, or actually here, I can showcase this. Basic item, it does damage, gives you its DPS, or attacks per second, and that's about all it does. A blue item will have a couple effects on it. Gives me a little bit of armor, a little bonus dexterity, some bonus life for every second that goes by, just like auto heal, basically. Gold tier equipment, or rare equipment as it's called, gives you a little bit more. So this one gives you its DPS, some bonus cold damage, bonus dexterity, bonus XP for every kill, and then some bonus resource pool, basically. The legendary stuff and anything above that gives you more. So you see the armor, bonus dexterity, bonus vitality, bonus life per second, and then it has some special effects. The flavor text. Increase the effect of any gem socketed into this item by 91%. It does not apply to legendary gems, which is an item that comes in later on in the game. Plus 12 experience per kill. Of course, it's socketed because of that effect. And then it'll give you some flavor to it. The crown of the Black King, the taint of his madness wafts from the metal, clinging to any jewel that comes near it. Because, as they go on to state in this game, Leoric was very greedy. I forgot that I have wings and stuff. When did we get this?
They had to have been last season that we played.
Oh,
You don't like it?
it's so gross. I love it.
Oh yeah, my pet. Why didn't you tell me?
So I have Buddy. I have Rocky.
He's so cute.
I have the Bumble. I have Dream of Pierre's.
It's a unicorn.
Half-formed Golem.
I think that's the original,
Grunk.
right?
Haunting Hannah. Lamb. The Witch That Must Not Be Named. Or That Which Must Not Be Named. Queen of the Succubi. Dominion's Revenge, a little StarCraft reference. The Angelic Goblin. Bat. I'm going to do the Succubus, because I think it looks cool. Outside of that, I've done all of my other equipment stuff, so you're pretty much good to go.
Well, you take much longer than me anyway, so...
Yep.
Am I right? Yeah.
You got this. You can do it. Oh, because it didn't import...
Where are all of my pets?
It didn't import your save data...
Why?
Because you're not signed into PlayStation Network on this system yet.
Yep.
That's so unfortunate. But then why do you have the Primeval wings?
Maybe they just came with this one then. I'm grabbing.
Here's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, big rip. Okay, so they gave us a new... There's some sort of event must have happened that gave us a new transmog too. Because that's new. And innately unlocked. And I've never seen that helmet before.
Yeah, we have.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can import your character now, or your profile now, before we go too much farther.
Well, we'll do that off screen.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's fair, because you'll see all of your personal information appearing on cam and everything else, and we don't want that. No one needs your email address.
We're too late.
I don't check it anyway, so if I'm going to be contacting that way, you can get through.
Need more time.
Still big rip.
Please, my family's hiding in the chapel with the rest of the townsfolk. We must get to them.
Well, I have cool pets, guys.
Can we get some F's in chat for Abigail's lost progress?
Fools, you cannot keep the
Oh god, that sucks so much.
I know.
My servants will burn this town to ashes.
I hear something coming.
Thanks, Marathon. You hush over there. Because you got your pets. I don't even care about anything else but the pets. I don't even have mine.
Well, it's not like we wouldn't unlock any pets early game.
I don't care. I still don't have mine.
Yeah, that's fair.
I worked hard for mine.
Damn, it's not here. While you
But did you? Actually, yeah, no, we flat out run through the game for the sake of just getting goblins or just those treasure goblins, loot goblins, just to get more pets.
Yeah, because
there's a lot that we haven't unlocked, and we've been playing this game for years.
And so you'll see there's a few goblins that spawn way more often than others.
To me,
treasure, diamond,
to my master.
one other one we see fairly often. And then like the pet goblin and the like special rainbow goblins like are so like low to spawn. And he 90% of the time gets the pets, and I want to cry.
I like how in cutscene you just see player 2 in the corner.
Well, yeah, because I'm fabulous.
No, I'll be fine.
And you
I
are
hope
not.
you will be as well, with time.
Where?
Nope, right here.
Okay.
Amiibo?
Yes, but it only works on the Nintendo Switch version of the that game. But yeah, the Goblin amiibo from Diablo is built or is designed after the loot goblins that appear in this game.
Oh yeah, we have it.
Yeah, and if you use it in the Nintendo Switch version of it, it spawns a loot goblin near you, with a random chance to be one of those other ones, or those like more rare goblins that can spawn.
So this is Carrie's favorite spot because he loves spiders.
No, fuck this area. Like this whole map can burn. You know how satisfying this is? Just kill tons of spiders. Oh, yeah, I guess Aranea is the...
The spider girl.
Right, but like, isn't this the final boss of World 1? Or...
No, the flying chick isn't she? Or is she in the next one?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
So this is one of those maps we were talking about that is different every single time. So
You'll end up
a little bit to get through this. I think we have to go down.
No... Maybe. But I think it's up across here. Eventually somebody will die. And it might be me.
Told you.
Yeah. I can do directions in, like, real world. I cannot do them in game.
Oh yeah, no, and I cannot do it. World direction.
Yeah, so what? How can you, like, you just have like a sixth sense for like knowing where to go in a video game? But like, hey, how do you get to Starbucks? You're like, fucking, I don't know.
Need more time.
This is one of those places too that you can get a huge massacre bonus because of the baby spiders. They spawn.
I really don't like the fact that I'm surrounded by spiders right now.
They spawn so fast
Don't like it.
and normally are super easy to kill. Later game we can essentially one-shot them without even having to look at them. I will get an ability that I can turn on that essentially... Where are you going? Where are you going?
You think we gotta go up?
I do. That I have electricity that follows around and just attacks.
Are you talking about a little like orby thing?
No, it's one of these. It's a shield that will go through.
Oh, right.
That just, shoots electricity here and there.
It's the off-screen things that happen too. Like, you walk past an area and you just see like a spider drop down. Like, I don't like it.
They crawl up too.
You can shut up.
I don't have to play with you.
Still waiting.
Like how quickly I shut up there.
You gave up my time without even asking me.
That was just a taste.
Well, I didn't realize the new season started. It started in like November.
This season?
Yeah.
Then we're not even probably going to get through it before it ends.
Knowing how quickly we play through this, yeah.
Not all of it. We won't be able to finish the game.
Yeah, we will.
It takes a while to get.
Did you see the pet for this season?
No. What is it? I want it. It's a frame that follows you around.
It's a book. He's holding the book of Decker Kane's book.
Oh my god! Can you spin them?
No, I can't interact with it.
So cute.
Yeah. Go down that way.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, try it.
No, I feel like this is me another way. Let's just go. We're closer to the side. Let's just go.
What do you mean, that way? That's what I meant. Go down this way.
Yes.
Bow. Bad bow.
Nope.
Can you stop following me?
I used to be one of
Ooh, hermit's ravings.
until her voice came to me.
Hear what this old hermit has to say.
I must kill the one who threatens my mistress and the dark power that created her.
The dark power that created her. Sound very hermity.
Talking about me.
With those two popping up, we probably don't have to stop for anything at this point.
For the next minute.
Yeah, because they were just flat out. Did I? Okay, no, never mind. Hey, I got a diamond.
My mistress has accepted me. Come close and feel her loving embrace.
I wonder if this map is indeed, like, it's the same every time and we're just dumb.
No. No, because remember the one time that we ran? Oh, this is a different spider. I was thinking of the spider lady from later.
No, I thought it's the same one.
There's two spider ladies.
But I thought we don't kill her here.
We kill some. No, oh yeah, this is just a giant spider.
Right, no, this is Queen Arnea. We are going to get her down to about half health and she's going to run away.
No, I'm thinking about the lady whose spider body had woman top. There's more than one spider in this, dude. Because this is one of the bosses, but we have to kill another boss where it's through a spider thing too. Because remember, we have to go like down, across, up, and around. Because that's the one that like took us a while to figure out the way that she was.
You're talking about the one that where we go around that like spiral a ton?
No.
Because that's the one I'm thinking of.
No, there's another one. I'm telling you, there's another one. Unless it was just through this one and it was a whole different way.
I'm still waiting.
Do we kill her here?
Yes, this one we do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, the...
Am I thinking of like the succubus lady?
Oh, one of them runs away like 4 times.
Yeah, but she keeps showing up and like...
Yeah, I think it is the other spider lady.
Can we please leave this horrible place?
She like shows up, compliments your outfit, like tries to get in your pants, and then goes like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you later," and like runs away. Like she does it consistently throughout that.
Well, wait. We gotta talk to her again.
Ugh.
Yeah, she walks so slow. Well, I can't wait until my hats come into play.
Your hats?
Yes, my witch's hats. Remember, I get glorious.
Oh,
hats.
good God! I forgot about that. Stump.
Even though the witch doctor's helmets are so much better.
The witch doctor has like moving helmets.
I know, they're beautiful.
Still waiting.
Oop! I definitely just kicked my laptop.
My laptop.
I definitely just kicked my wife's laptop.
Yeah. I don't know a lot of things.
I don't know a lot of things. Like 2 things. I own 2 things. You kicked one of them. It's like, every time we come into this area, it's like straight up and to the left. Like, if I keep running this way, I'm fairly
No, we have
positive
to
we're
find
gonna...
this. Yeah, we have
The
to find
staff.
out,
It's
yeah.
like the caravan.
Yeah, no, I think it's this way a little bit more. No, because we always do that, and then we have to go down and around a little bit. Because we listen to you.
Not ready yet.
Oh, are they dropping fire? Okay.
Yeah, we can't.
I was wondering what was hurting. Goodness. Kill the treants.
The trees are horrible.
Why?
They shoot out poison. They're really annoying. They don't want to die. Here it is. See?
You said we'd have to go down.
Yeah, because we didn't listen to you, we didn't have to go down.
So what's at the end of this little area? We end up in Leorc's castle.
No, it's the flying lady. Magda? Is that her name?
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, she's the final boss of this. It's the final boss is always whoever wants to chat all the whole world and like taunt you pretty much. Yeah, because she killed Deckard. That's what we passed earlier. She killed Deckard, which was a monumental thing in these games when it came out because Deckard has been through every single game. So again, don't really know what they're gonna do for the next one unless they're just gonna keep his Book of King. But even then, there should be some sort of...
Leah lives at the end of it.
Yeah, but she's a little whiny. All she does is complain that R1.
Well, and Tyrael goes on to... So, spoilers. Let me just... How about this? Spoiler warning for the next 20 seconds. Cool. So, you're at the end of this game, Tyrael, who is an archangel and a mainstay throughout the series, yeah, doesn't want to help ever. He goes on to say that you, the player character, having defeated so many of these big evils and done all this crazy, strong stuff, hopefully you remain on the side of good, because if you ever, if that ever changes, whatever, if that ever changes, that could be very bad. Diablo 4 is based on the idea of...
Well, Lilith is a big thing in Diablo 4.
Lilith, who is basically the mother of all the Nephilim, which is what you are. You're one of the few Nephilim in the world.
No, Lilith is the mother of all demons, not
Nephilim. In Diablo lore, she's the mother of Nephilim. Yes. So she comes back. The theory is there's going to be a little bit of a crossover with like.
My goblin up here.
Yours is down here.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I got this one.
I died.
Not ready yet.
That crossover, like previous save data kind of thing. That your previous characters from like any of the previous games could come back and kill you, or like be a boss or something like that.
Which would be very cool. You cannot live today, can you?
No.
These purple things that are on the screen, that are like little purple lasers, those are probably the worst things in the entire game. They inflict way too much damage, and until you kill the boss that spawns them, you can almost pretty much die almost every single time because they spawn them on top of you. So if you're actually not paying attention, you will get killed easily.
And I'm slapping on some better gear to try to prevent that from happening.
Check again. 17th line.
That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, we'll just leave that. But I did get helmet, cooldown reduction, resource cost reduction, life.
You can use that for now.
Yeah, they'll give me a decent boost. Grenade, bolus, increase the explosion radius of bolus. Entangled enemies take damage from electrifying chains. That's cool. Increase age regeneration. That's what I want. Chilled, no. Fire ember, yep. Cool, there's that. Caltrops. Gain life for dealing damage for 5 seconds.
You never liked that one.
Immobilize enemies. Vault. Action shot. Preparation. Companion.
Oh, the pets.
Oh, they gave me strafe. That's what, okay. I thought I got R1.
Like 5 seconds. You love to take that.
So we got our R1.
Yeah, I announced that when we got our R1.
Did you really?
Yes.
I did not even notice it.
Yeah, you like to ignore me. That's the time thing.
Oh, that's useful. But Frost Nova is more useful.
Yes.
So in our complex, we have
This is the one that I like.
a couple of most of our neighbors are pretty nice, very kind and all of that, but there's definitely a couple that are just nosy. We're very open, like, you know, we'll have our blinds open, you know, whatever, like gonna let some sunlight in and all of that. There's distinctly a couple neighbors that just can't help but look, and like not just like glance in, look into our unit anytime they pass by. And I just saw one of them walk by and just hard stare the whole time, and it's like, bro, like, what are you looking for? Like, are you just trying to be friendly and say hi, or like, what's up? Because please stop looking in my unit. There is a build later on. This ability that I'm doing right now is known as Strafe. There is a build that is entire, like, I'm just doing this at all times. Firing out rockets and things like that. And it's pretty cool. I don't know if that will end up being a thing when I play this time around. Because to be honest, I'm interested. There's another build for the character, or this character, that allows you to just stab enemies. Like, all you do is stab them. Walk in, stab them. Walk in, stab. All these other flashier attacks just don't exist. So it's not a very pretty character. And I was trying.
That's later.
I know.
Remember?
I want to see if I can interact with the. Okay.
No, that's later. It's after what?
That was also really dumb looking. Did you see like the arrows like flying up off the screen?
There is a new piece to the game. A girl named Leah. My spies tell me she is the child of the...
We have just
How many books were you going to find? Wow.
I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is
Ooh.
a backwater filled with...
I unlocked the challenge of mighty and magical.
She's unstoppable. No mortal could slaughter our brethren with such ease. She is here.
I don't think we've ever had it loud enough.
They slaughtered our brethren. I'm trying to remember what this map looks like. Oh, right, because we have to kill the butcher and that, like, stinky dude.
Yes, the butcher back from Diablo 1, which I never got past because I got too much anxiety and I was terrified to go kill him. So I can tell you right now, that's about as far as I got in Diablo 1. Diablo 2, before I ran through the game, I restarted it probably about 15 times because, again, I was way too terrified to get through the first major boss, to the point where, so that one had a level cap of 50. I would get to level 45 all in the first world because I was way too terrified to kill the first major boss. I don't know if I ever told you that either.
No.
Yeah. I remade my druid character so many times I ran out of names.
The druid's coming back for Diablo 2.
Oh, I know.
I know. How many wolves do you think we can have on screen at once?
Well, you can have up to 5 unless you have a dire wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can have your vine as well. And then you can turn into a werewolf or a bear. But then you can have a bear at level, I think it's 40. But then you can't have any of your wolves. But you have regular
Wolves
gray
OP.
wolves. I know, you have regular gray wolves, which are gray. And then your dire wolf is like double the size and it's white and it's really pretty.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you any of his other powers because all of my points went into my pets.
Barbarian in the Diablo 2 was very, very overwhelmingly powerful.
That's what my dad always played.
Well, he had like a two-handed, or he had like a double attack. So you would have a sword in each hand or whatever you had, and rather than just like swing, 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 it was just and you just maul through enemies. It was awesome.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of any of those close range.
We've got those thingies.
Yeah. I've always liked the prettiness of any of the magical attacks. Or my pets. I could stare at my pretty pets all day. They're so cute.
The fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home.
Oh, those pets that you don't have right now. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit.
Yeah, I should have just been a witch doctor. At least I would have had those pets.
Brought on by the recent change of climate.
I think it's level 3 and then it's a straight shot down.
Is my R1? I forgot, I don't really like it.
What's your R1?
It's the bolts. Right now.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
I mean, it's not bad, but it eats mana like crazy. And it's not as strong as my other one.
Right. I can't remember the set, but one of your set bonuses makes it so that anytime you do like a certain ability, you just spawn a meteor of that energy, element.
Wasn't that when you played this and it was the one that's super hard to play? It's the set that's like ridiculously hard to play. I think that's the one it was. Where you have to have one of every kind on.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't able to keep up with that on console.
Yeah, it's very slow.
There are very distinctly armor sets or skill sets that don't translate well to console. And the one we're referencing right now was definitely one of those.
Maybe that's what the issue is with the Necromancer too. Is it just the console, things spawn too slow, your abilities aren't as fast, like maybe that's the issue?
Yeah.
Put it on.
And then use grenades.
So the ability that I was talking about earlier with the random lightning that pops down, I have that one on. So if you ever see just a line of lightning on the screen, that is the ability I was talking about earlier with my shield. Where it just automatically kills enemies around.
I like how like when designing like equipment and stuff like that, or like abilities, they were just like, let's just give this bitch a grenade. Like, why was that a good idea? Did you like the dead thing?
No, I'm laughing at the fact that you don't like having grenades. Like, how could you not love having grenades?
Also, every time I hit them with a grenade, it bounced back at me. Don't worry, I'm just chucking grenades over here. That is one hell of an axe.
Yep, I know, I saw that too. It's beautiful. Might as well look and see if I got anything better.
Oh my god.
I can't keep up.
You got this. I've got faith in you.
But if you'd stop vaulting.
No. Vault for days.
Okay, wait, before we go down. I want to change. Oh, there's the gun. Okay, so apparently we got new things, but this is the one I want. Oh, we got a new passive too. Might as well just spell that while I'm at it.
Mm-hmm.
I am now.
I have to go clear the here, and then we can kill the butcher.
Time to test my skill.
You're gonna die if you don't move. You're in a couple things.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Thanks for shouting that out. Sorry, I was checking something. This area can get a little mazy, as you can see by the mini-map down there. It's kind of a lot.
What we're looking for on the minimap are little green circles.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be a couple of them throughout the area.
Or I guess little yellow circles. They're green on screen.
So we need to get 6 of those, and then there's going to be like a little kind of skeleton mini-boss that's going to pop up in the dead center of the map.
No, it's the butcher.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. The butcher's here.
The Butchy Butch? Alright, well that's about to get excessive because our little shadow clones just popped.
None believed that they would be the one to end the crusade by finding and cleansing the corruption. They believed the search
Was that really all on just on the top part of that map? Damn.
of their life and journey was the true goal.
And goblins?
Was meant to
Well, they're dead.
find meaning in the quest itself.
Which means I'm getting nothing. Give them the
No, I didn't. It was our shadow clones.
The gods have seen fit to release me from this torment. My God! There is someone
What, the 2 back-to-back? That's convenient.
well, we went around
They're straight? Oh.
friends after.
I think the last one's all the way at the bottom.
Maybe, I don't remember.
I'm gonna guess top
Yeah.
right. We can go your way. I saw it. Yeah, it's in that corner.
Okay.
It like popped on screen for a second.
The gods have seen fit to release me.
Thank you, champion.
Oh no, it's
My
the warden,
servants
not the
are now
butcher.
free, but the curse over this place remains.
Where's the Butchy Butch?
The dungeon center.
Like, he's later. No, there's a butcher later.
Your butt's a butcher later.
Okay.
So be it. Face me.
Our shadow clones aren't anymore.
It's fine, we don't need them.
Yeah. No, we're trapped. I like how it's like, search the place and doesn't tell you where to go right away. Fan of knives, man. It just... No reason this should be that strong. Also, I appreciate how the Halls of Agony level 3 are significantly farther away from the level 2. Like, you have to go out and around just to get over to this spot. I definitely just used my fan of knives when I didn't want to. Yeah, why not? You want to go down?
It's this way.
I can't wait till it's a dead end. And you're wrong.
Mm-mm. Hey, still found something.
Convinced that some
no, but you're right. It's probably going to be down that hall then.
Of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise.
So King Leoric was a big part of Diablo 1 and like the story behind it. It mainly revolved around his son going nuts. Diablo 1?
I thought this was, yeah, this is going to be a good end. No, I don't remember this from Diablo 1, because you're an old man and I'm young. I didn't play Diablo 1.
The basis of Diablo 1 was, King Leoric's son found a gem, and for whatever reason he inserts it into his head, and then it just...
Smart people do.
It was fantasy. It was like high fantasy. You know, this kid mad with power wants to get stronger. King Leoric's not can't figure out what's going on with him. But it turns out it's the Black World Stone or the World Stone is what he somehow came across, which held Diablo inside of it. So this kid slowly turned into Diablo.
Sounds about right.
And then his power burst forth and corrupted the world around him. So it progressively transformed a cathedral into the lower you got in it, the closer to hell you got. And that was.
And the butcher was terrifying because he chased you.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he chase you up levels in that one?
No.
I swear to God, he chased me up a level.
No. You just had some weird trauma as a kid and are remembering this all wrong.
He chased you out of doorways, though. He 100% chased you out of doorways. Because I remember I actually was able to get out of the room once, and he chased me out, and I...
Well, this should be this,
This is the butcher.
Yeah! Which is super different than Diablo 1's version.
Yeah, Diablo 1's version is actually terrifying. And he moved faster than everybody else, too.
Have another one to cry over.
I remember when you got to his room and it started to blacken, and I could see all of the tools and stuff he had on the walls. Yeah, no.
Fresh meat.
No, cool.
Ow. I just realized the subtext on his name is Flesh Carver. Oh, I like how we're both using almost like the same looking ability.
Zombie flesh good. Human.
I was like, you don't have a red beam. Ooh. We got it. Oh, we both got something.
Cool.
What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
I'll check when we get there.
If I got another one of these... That's a useful item. The gold wrap can give you basically like 9 vulnerability combined with like 2 other items. Like there's full-on playthroughs designed around. Hey, thanks Zeus Smokey for the follow. I appreciate that. It looks like that actually might have happened a little ways back. But my laptop's not updating as often as I'd like it to. But still, I appreciate it. Oh, come on. Well, like, give him 20 seconds, he's gonna remember he's Tyrael. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's the same one from earlier?
It's Tyrael, there's only one Tyrael.
Yeah.
You can't replace Tyrell.
Oh, but you can. Okay, well...
Alright, so we're gonna take a look at our gear, our loot, what we got out of this, and then we'll call it here. We'll probably each stream do a world, or an act, I should say.
Yeah. That sounds...
So, this is going to be the end of Act 1. By next stream, which possibly will be tomorrow, her normal account will probably be linked, so she'll have all of her pets.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, as soon as this is done, we're probably going to go fix that real quick for her.
I'll put teleport on for you.
It's so useful.
I never use it. Dragons.
Oh, you get the familiar.
You guys are gonna see some pretty stuff coming out of me next time. My powers
you can also
get prettier.
Oh, are you not going to use familiar?
I can use whatever I want.
Hey, that's fair.
Which one?
Go to the... No, go back to that one. Go right to.
Oh, that's just a tiny ball of nothing. It's annoying.
Yeah, but it attacks things.
Yes, but so does this. And I get a shield.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's significantly better. I'm honestly going to use the gold wrap because I don't like this ability.
You bombs?
Yes. That means I can switch this to that. I get boosted damage anytime I'm using rapid fire. All of these are horrible. Oh, wait, why don't I just...
Yeah, switch stuff out?
Yeah. Yeah, just switch over to the companion because it's actually useful.
Mm-hmm.
Vault... Nope. Tumble. I just want tumble.
What level is that?
33.
What are we at?
23.
So next game.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Yeah, cool, I was right.
Next stream.
That. Double fisting. Oh. And get rid of all the other garbage. Repair it all. Salvage that. Train them.
I already trained.
Cool.
My friend, shall we depart to Chaldea?
So for anybody who came by to came by and hung out, I appreciate it. we will pop back on more than likely tomorrow. I will update my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of the socials to let everybody know when we're going to be jumping on. But more than likely tomorrow again, 8 o'clock. So if anybody wants to come and join us again, we'd appreciate having you. If you haven't already, please follow. It helps support me, support what I do. And you can find me not only here on Twitch, but on YouTube and Twitter. And then my Instagram's linked to on my Twitter or Twitch page. So feel free to follow that if you want to see adorable pictures of my wife, my child, my family. Just some fun updates through there. So everybody have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.